I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The lyric scientist lab.
I have finally completed the mission of obtaining this sacred garment.
You didn't do anything.
I was in the right place at the right time, and then I summoned
That first of all,
the return of the cloth.
First of all,
And I wore it around
shouldn't have had
myself
to
like
come-
a cape.
it shouldn't have had to come to the point where you were in the right place at the right time. That's crazy.
But that is just how life works sometimes.
Fucking weirdo.
And I wore it around me like a cape. Now I'm wearing it like I should because I'm a man. And yes, it did take some time. Jared is correct. If you do need to do things in life, the best way to do is take initiative. Move forward. Take the first step. I, however, just happened to be where I needed to be.
I was going to say something, but some would say that it was returned because it may not fit anymore.
No, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. No. Oh, man. Dude, what?
That was a nuke.
Yeah, well, that's what that noise is. Moving forward, but big. We didn't do it last week, but I know it's kind of late at this point. But big shout out and happy belated to Da. You know, you're always she's a big supporter.
No, she doesn't even watch.
She listens.
No, she doesn't.
She does.
Yeah.
Last time I saw her,
I don't believe it because there's a lot of people that say they do, and I never see nothing. So it is what it is.
maybe we need to change something. Maybe we need to shape the internet something new. Maybe we should do the podcast.
Yeah, we should stop fucking
from space.
giving shout outs to local people.
But,
Fuck
I
them.
mean, it's a part of it.
It's-
We're local.
Yeah, but they don't give a fuck.
Still, I don't.
Local,
I want to.
how the biggest supporters of this show are not from here. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck about us because they know us. They, you know what I'm saying. But like, if once the motherfuckers that are outside of here starts paying attention, that's when the local motherfuckers start paying attention. But then it'll be like, you know what? Fuck y'all. Y'all didn't fucking support us when we needed it.
You're gonna make me cry.
That's
gonna
just
cry.
the reality of shit.
I'm gonna cry.
You want to
right
be
here.
a part of this business? You got to fucking accept the reality, baby.
Well, I'm not gonna cry here. Not now. Maybe later when the
Matter of fact,
cameras
shout out to Epic.
Yeah,
He's not local. One of probably the biggest supporter of this show.
He's like Bigfoot.
So I don't want to hear that shit. Like you want, oh, we're local. Well, fuck them. This is a fucking podcast. This goes over the internet. This is global.
We are globally, locally known, and
They think it's too small, bro.
I have a gigantic brain that I use.
Yeah, we know your head's big, but
I know it's terrible.
I'm talking about goal mind. Your minded is too small.
Well,
Fuck these local motherfuckers.
well, I had fun last week.
I tell you how I know this just from doing the comedy shit. Like I've gotten much better response from people that have seen me in other places aside from here. They have given me more support than half these motherfuckers here.
Yeah.
So
Well, I was gonna say I saw you dancing in a corner last week. You looked like you were having a good time.
I guess I don't know.
No, but you were. I was gonna take a picture.
No,
But-
no.
But I didn't because my battery was dying, so you got lucky.
Plus, don't be putting my fucking personal business out there.
I'm not, dude. I'm not. I just
I
had
know
fun.
how I know how you millennials like to take pictures of everything.
You
And that's why you got fucking so much shit going on.
I
That's
have
why.
nothing.
That's why people dig up shit about you because you fucking record it and put it on the internet, dumbasses.
That I agree with, but you dancing in a corner is, I don't think it's harmless. It's not like, oh my God.
Yeah, minding my fucking business. I'm having a good time. Am I not okay? Can I not have a good time?
Yes, and that's
Then why are you fucking picking at me?
I'm not picking at you at all.
This fucking guy, bro.
I'm not picking at Jared, and I don't want anybody to ever think that I am because that would be rude.
I'm a little aggravated. I've been sick all week.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I hopefully you had some soup and maybe took some meds.
I didn't have any soup.
Damn it!
I didn't have any meds either. I had a little bit of NyQuil, but I saw a video recently that said that shit doesn't really do anything. I mean, it does it basically puts me to sleep. That's the only reason I
use
use it.
I think that's like the big thing for it, really.
Yeah, because I just want to fucking get rest and drink fluids. That's all I've been doing, drinking water and laying down and chilling. I mean, that's what I do during the week anyway, because I'm working.
Yeah, that's okay.
But
That's what we do as adults.
there was a couple of days I was like, oh, I'm working. I had a meeting. I was like trying to explain some shit, like some deep shit, because we got a big project like going on, and I'm trying to explain some deep shit. I'm like, look, sorry, I'm a little under the weather today. They were like, oh, that's cool, blah 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 blah. I didn't hear shit for the rest of the week. I was like, good, then they know that I'm not fucking working.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean that's okay. It's called reading the room, folks.
Yeah.
No, but you had also said that we kind of talked about comfort shows last week, and you were saying that you kind of were getting into, or you were watching Star Trek, and it's just something that you mellowed out to.
Well, yeah, I thought about it. Like, that's one of those things I can just, like, especially Star Trek: The Next Generation. I could just watch it, know what's going on, but not be watching it at the same time. But I wasn't watching The Next Generation. I rewatched every last movies of the original crew of the Enterprise. So that's all the way from Star Trek 1. It wasn't Star Trek 1. It was just Star Trek, the movie, all the way to Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country. So I noticed a lot of stuff. So here's one thing that this is what I want to talk about, because it came across my mind a few times watching these movies. Everybody that's wanting to say that Hollywood is trying to be woke now and all this other shit, I guarantee, and we've said it, we've been guilty of it at the same time, on occasion, depending on the show, but I guarantee the time that the original Star Trek show came out, was during a time, this was the 60s. I think it was 64 when the first season started. From the time that came out and the times that it was, to have so many different nationalities and ethnicities, it was probably the most diverse television show on TV at the time, probably even of like movies.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they probably got scrutiny for, it's too woke. They didn't use that dumbass woke word. But
I wonder where that word came from.
I know, I've explained it. It came from the black community. It started out just being like, I'm awake and I'm conscious of what's going on, of how the community is being harmed from things that have been created throughout time.
All right.
And that's all that was. Like, I'm conscious. I'm Emotep or whatever. But then it just got taken into the fucking huge mass media, got it, and then it became everything that a liberal says is woke.
Yeah.
So then it's like, that's where I came up with the far woke, because the far woke is basically extreme liberal white people.
Yeah.
That's the far woke.
It is.
Yeah. Those are the motherfuckers who are Karens, but act like they're not Karens.
Yeah, no, I've seen
You know,
videos. It's horrible. Shame on you people.
No, we're not doing all that.
I know.
But so then you have that during that time. Then I'm watching all the movies. The first movie came out in 1979, December 3rd or 13th, 1979.
All right.
I was born at that point. Didn't see the movie till later, but I wouldn't have remembered if I did see it at that point. But I'm looking at certain scenes and I'm seeing all these different, like, everything, bro. Like, black people, Indian people, Hispanic people, white people, and then there's aliens sprinkled out. And I'm like thinking, yo, this is the late 70s, early 80s. And this is the most diverse shit that you could probably ever see during that time.
Yeah.
So the fact that we're finally starting to let other people get a part of this whole thing that we call entertainment, and the backlash from certain areas
Yeah.
is like, it's like you're wasting your time because this is just progression. Gene Roddenberry, that's where he took that. That was the whole point of Star Trek. And this is what I wish people watched Star Trek and got into Star Trek more and understood what he was trying to do. Basically, his whole theory was Star Trek was a time when Earth got past all their bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, they don't use money. They don't need money. They don't need, there's no fucking racism. There's none of this bullshit that we're dealing with now. We figured out how to figure out who we are as a society, as a planet, and now we're exploring the rest of the galaxy. So, yeah.
Do you know where the concept of the show, like, really?
I just told you.
Well,
Gene
yeah.
Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek, that was the whole point of Star Trek.
I got you. I wonder what.
Man, you don't listen.
I do listen. I was just wondering what, like, popped in his mind. It's like, oh, here, let me just create
He's probably
this shit.
looking at the same type of shit we're looking at now, and he was like, bro, like, there's got to be something besides all the bullshit that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I believe it.
And
just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
everybody always credits George Lucas for all, like, that shit wasn't that diverse. Star Wars was not that diverse back in the day. And that's probably why a lot of the backlash of it is coming now, is because people are so used to seeing themselves in all these movies. And now it's like, oh, I mean, he did try with the prequels. He started to bring that in. And that's been, then that's been attacked also by the other side because, like, motherfuckers hated Jar Jar Binks because they thought it was a racial stereotype, which kind of was.
Dude, what a character.
I guess whatever it is, what it is. He's just a character. But I don't know. I think now that I'm saying all this, as far as humanity is concerned and the humanities, I think Star Trek is better.
No, I mean, when you put it like that, dude, which is very well eloquently put. Oh, excuse me.
I don't know about eloquent, but
Well, I mean, it was said in a way that it's easy for people to digest, which is still eloquent to me. But regardless,
God damn. All right, Epic.
Oh, what's happening? What's going on with Epic?
His second favorite bartender told him that RJ is a softhead.
Oh my God, thanks.
I just showed her the picture, the Hammer picture, which I don't know. It's probably the one where you were in your living room. She did say he was cute, though. You have an admirer.
That's nice.
She can take care of you because you're the R word.
I am not a soft head, but thank you, Epic, for allowing me to be myself.
See, look, and that's exactly what it is. He was like, I'm not sure we need his head expanding that much.
No. You think I like it? No, not at all. I have to wear a headset all the time, even now. And it's just like, got to stretch it all the way out and put it on.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about Star Trek. Not just for white people. It's all racist. Yeah. But man, I'm telling you, go back and watch those movies. Like, all the way from Star Trek, the movie picture, all the way up to the Undiscovered Country. Now, I will tell you, the fifth one, which was The Final Frontier, was not that good. I don't even remember watching. I think I've seen parts of it, but I don't remember watching. I've seen all the other movies, like the one, the Voyage Home, where they go back in time to get the humpback whales to repopulate.
I remember watching that one with my dad.
Yeah,
I do know that one.
That was
as crazy as that sounds.
That's a good one. And I can't remember the one.
It's crazy.
Oh, then there's the Wrath of Khan, which is to this day one of the greatest, probably, films of all time. Especially sci-fi. As far as sci-fi goes, that is probably one of the best sci-fi movies ever made.
William Shatner, dude.
That was so good. The writing was good. The acting was good. The Wrath of Khan was crazy, bro.
Dude, we need to get that sound bit on there.
Nah, that's kind of done. That's like doing the no for Darth Vader.
Yeah, dude. When I first heard that though in theaters, I was like,
"Come on, man."
Oh yeah, sorry. I always forget.
At least put it over here.
Well, I did have it there. I'm just sorry. But I remember seeing that in the movie theaters with my buddies in high school, and I liked it. And then one of my buddies fell asleep because he was not a Star Wars guy, like, at all. So he just came for the ride. But I do remember when he was like, no. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was just very super random.
Yeah, you're not. That's the other thing. Like, I think it's hard unless you're a sci-fi lover. Like, I love sci-fi. Like, I will read sci-fi. Sci-fi short stories, like literature, awesome. I didn't realize how much of a sci-fi fan that I was until I had to take a humanities class for college.
Yeah.
And one of the classes was science fiction.
All right.
And I've always just thought of science fiction as just like TV and movies. But I didn't realize there's a whole world of actual literature of people that have written short stories. And like, I have a book of short story, bro, and there's some of the wildest shit that's like,
You should write a book.
man, that takes a lot of energy.
It does, but just something over time. Like,
I have had ideas for stuff. Like, I wake up, I have a dream about some crazy shit.
oh man,
And I'm
smoking
like,
it again, are
That's-
you?
No. Just some. I don't know. I've had ideas for stuff there, and then I have reoccurring dreams about certain stuff, and I'm like, I need to fucking like figure out how to record this somehow.
In your brain.
No, not so much that. Although in the sci-fi world, they can do that.
I know. What dreams are fascinating. I do find dreams
But I'll have.
fascinating.
Let me finish before you cut me off.
Oh, I was just saying.
I'll have these like reoccurring dreams where I'm trying to work out the plot of whatever I'm in. It's so crazy. And that's why I need to figure out a way to actually record this stuff. And when I say record, I don't mean like out of my brain, RJ. I mean like
I know, I was just being a smartass.
on a piece of paper or maybe some sketch art or something. But I'm telling you, I have 2 or 3 reoccurring dreams that my brain is constantly working through, trying to figure out like how to like. And I'm in it. It's me, obviously, but I can make a character. I can make up this person.
Yeah.
And just trying to figure out, it may be the way to figure out how to get through whatever this situation is for me to actually put it down on paper or something. And just get it out of the fucking ether.
I want to do acid with you.
You're no.
No,
I don't want to do it with you. I don't think I'd feel safe with you.
Fuck you. I am a very safe individual.
First of all, I would probably be worried about you recording me in the corner, and which sounds creepy in itself.
I wasn't going to record you. I was just going to take a picture of you.
Sounds creepy in itself,
dude. I'm not recording you. That's when you say it like that. It's
fucking Diddy.
No, I'm not Diddy. I am. Do not associate me.
Did
with
he
Sean.
do it?
I am not Sean Combs, and we are not going to progress any further with that because he's going to jail for a long time, and I am not.
Well, maybe we'll see. Dude,
wouldn't that be crazy if he didn't?
So, have you heard about So, did you ever see clips from the Jaguar Wright interview on Piers Morgan?
No, I did not.
Okay, so Jaguar, have you heard what she's been talking all this time? Like
I know the name, but I don't know.
Well, she used to be a singer back in the day,
okay.
But then she's been on these other like smaller podcasts talking shit. I don't know if it's shit. She says the truth, where like all these celebrities, and she's trying to connect all these people, and she's naming names of people, in particular Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Okay.
So she went on Piers Morgan. You know who Piers Morgan is?
Yes, I do.
He's kind of like a big name journalist. He got kicked out of the United States for the wild shit he was spewing, but it is what it is. He's like, what up, Ghost Chips? The hammer's in the back, by the way.
Nope. Yep.
Right
Got it right there.
They already hit him.
Yeah. Boom.
So she went on to Piers Morgan and was saying that same shit. So now, like, she's broadcasting these things on this bigger, wider spectrum that it's like the lawyer had to come in and be like, look, not a cease and desist letter, it's like more of a threat. Like, keep talking shit, and then not even to her so much, to Piers Morgan. Like, you keep talking shit, we'll take your shit from you. And it's like,
It's pretty wild.
and it's like, okay, so everybody's in the
It is fucking wild.
it was all on Jaguar Wright's back. Like, it was like helping her, or like, what's the word?
Assisting, aiding, abetting.
Yeah, basically aiding and abetting what she was saying. Like, oh, she hasn't been sued or blah 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 or for defamation, so she must be telling the truth. Turns out she don't really have no receipts for what she's been saying, or if she does, she hasn't put them out there. So it's like, nah. Now her credibility is down the hill, so you just can't really go on these podcasts talking all this shit.
Yeah, you got to be careful. And trust me, as goofy as we can be on this show, like when you go into, especially using people's names and, throwing people and attacking their integrity and stuff like that, I would never do that on this or on any platform. I just think it's,
if it was a joke, then I would.
Joking is fine.
But I'm not, I don't have any fucking, here, I'll put it this way. These motherfuckers are not even in my circle of being. I don't give a fuck what they do. Now, if I was a celebrity or some shit, they're like, oh, you can't say that. What about the victims? I'm like, I don't know them either.
Yeah.
That sounds fucked up to say, but sorry, whatever happened to you, but what you want me to do about it? I go to work every day, and I do a podcast once a week. It might get 50 views.
Yeah, dude, we're fucking moving on up. Dude, we need that soundbite.
No,
yes.
I don't want that.
I do.
Nah,
You should.
of course you do.
For Christmas. You got to do it for Christmas.
I don't
all
want
right?
that. I don't want that one.
I do. But anyway.
There's a inner Howard in me that doesn't want that.
You know what's crazy is like I had a feeling you were going to say something like that.
I'm good.
Well,
I'd rather have like some Sanford and Son shit.
I mean, it is
because he was
sketchy.
real. Like Red Fox was real.
Yeah.
Like, he would tell a motherfucker on TV how he felt about him. Have you seen some of the clips of him talking shit to like?
No.
It's like to like some Spanish, like Lamont's friend was Hispanic.
Yeah.
And it's some the shit he would say. Bro, you could not put any of that shit on TV today.
Dude, no. It's actually my uncle's favorite show, dude.
I love that show.
Yeah, dude. He's got all the DVDs, that and Married with Children.
Married with Children was good too. You couldn't do none of that shit.
No,
especially first of all, Kelly. At the time, I'm a kid, so whatever. Like I don't want to hear nobody talking shit. Kelly walking around in them tight dresses. She's supposed to be a teenager, bro.
Yeah, and they were like 25. Like,
yeah.
No, have you ever seen that meme where it was like, I think it was from what is it? House Party or whatever, and it was like these motherfuckers wanted us to believe these kids were 16.
Yeah.
And then they were like 35-looking-year-old motherfuckers and shit, dude.
Ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Yeah, you're right, dude. You can't put shit like that on TV anymore. And that's why stuff like, it's just like when you go to the Honeymooners, Archie Bunker, and things like that. I mean, that show, I only watched a handful of episodes of it.
I didn't watch that. I've seen a few episodes, but
I can see why people are offended by it. Yeah. I mean,
my grandmother hated that show.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people that love it. And,
yeah, I know. Well, they're probably Trump supporters these days.
I'm not saying that I like the show.
I didn't say you did, but I'm just saying.
I observed it. As
here's another one.
project.
The Honeymooners. He was always talking about beating his wife. Like, one of these days I was pausing. I heard he was actually abusive off camera.
I mean,
I don't remember for sure, but
I will say the day and age that show was made, I think stuff like that was kind of normal in the household.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think at the time people looked at it as
I thought it was a good show though. I liked that.
Yeah, show. It was a bad thing. So isn't it? That's wild though. Like the world and times that we live in,
but I think what people need to stop forgetting about, like, just because what was acceptable. I'm saying that backwards. What is not acceptable today And because we've progressed as people, humans, society, we do understand that certain things are wrong.
Yeah.
And in the moment, it feels rough because it's like change is hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But we can't forget, like, some of that shit was still good television. The writing of even what was the one you were just saying?
Well,
Archie Bunker.
Yeah.
Even with that, there was still some good comedy writing in it.
Yeah.
So you can still learn. Me being a comedy student, I can still learn something from it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the Honeymooners and all this other, like, even though, bro, one of my favorite shows, and again, my mom hated me watching it. My mom hated anything comedy. Now that I'm thinking about it, except if it was a black stand-up comedian like Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Sinbad, any of those, because they grew up at a time where swearing was a bad thing. They were in the church and like cussing is a bad thing. So anybody who cussed, aside from Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy, they didn't really fuck with. My grandmother did not like Red Fox. My grandfather loved Red Fox.
Yeah.
And like, because the shit's still funny, even though he's saying some wild derogatory shit toward women. This shit's still funny, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's cussing his ass off, but he's one of the best stand-ups of all time. Like he's on my. Now I wouldn't. The Mount Rushmore for me would probably be Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Red Fox, and Dave Chappelle.
I mean, I think that would be very hard to argue with at all, if any.
I mean, some people have different views. I mean, there's comedians now that I still like I like Tom Segura.
Yeah.
A few other, Louis C.K. There's a bunch that I fuck with. Sam Morril, he's kind of newer. Mark, can't remember his fucking last name right now. I still got brain fog from the last week or so. But anyway, so yeah, there's a bunch that I fuck with now, but like those are the ones that I remember growing up. Oh, and then that's what I was getting at. The Three Stooges, man.
Yeah.
That's still comedy. I'm not a big slapstick comedy. I like more like intellectual type shit.
Yeah, no. I mean,
but still could be funny, and there were still some funny lines. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know. That's all I'm saying. What up, Londa?
Londa, what up? What up?
Epic with the 10 gifted subs. Thank you, brother, and your continued support. Like I said, it's always the same thing. Londa and Epic are two of our biggest supporters, and guess what? They live nowhere near us.
They live nowhere near us.
So everybody who lives near us,
but they can hear us.
I don't know. I'm not going to say fuck you, but fuck you.
Fucking you. Uh-huh.
Nobody's going to like that one.
Nah, I mean, not really. Maybe.
But it's the truth, though.
It's all right. So
and shout out Lawless, too. He's not in the area anymore, so he counts. I mean, he's always counted. He's been a big supporter.
Yeah. Raising the bar. That's what I'm going to say to him every time I see him. Oh, yeah. I ain't going to forget it either.
He was in town a couple months ago, and I think we had already had some. I think we were doing the show on a Friday or something, because you know how it has been. But
do you know what I think they've replaced? It's funny that we got on this conversation about the TV and like in society what was acceptable, and you're like, hey, we learned something from, you can learn something from those older shows. But when I think of TV now, all I think of is just, the shock factor of things. And I know I use that term a lot, but I really do think.
Example.
I don't know. It's just like there's an over excessive amount of sex on everything now.
Example, like what show specifically?
I couldn't. I just meant in general. I couldn't tell you a show off the top of my head.
I don't think that's true. I think you're watching the wrong shows, and I've given you shows to watch that aren't like that.
Oh, I know, but
Slow Horses, for instance, very good show.
I watched the first episode. I did.
Of the first season?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. I can't remember if that's good enough to judge the show off of, but
well, no, I'm starting.
How'd you like it?
I'm intrigued. I want to see more. I want to see more.
Okay.
But I did, because I came across it. And I was like, oh, Jared told me to watch this. watch it, then I fell asleep, and then I was like, all right, I want to continue. So
Oh yeah, you don't watch it when you're about to fall asleep.
I try not to.
Because you got to kind of pay attention a little bit.
Oh,
I do remember the first. That's when he was in the airport. Yeah.
Ah, man. So
That's a fucking good ass show, bro.
well, I hope it wins an award because I want it to.
I may have. I mean, that was a few years ago.
Well,
I
don't want to even look
it
at it.
came out in 2022 or some shit.
You know what's crazy? I didn't even look at the year on it. Swear to God.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, if we were to win an award, I think we would have the best acceptance speech ever, dude. I really do.
What the fuck does that have to do with what we're talking about?
Since we were talking about awards, that's all. Okay. Yeah, all right.
I'm not worried about awards.
I'm not either. I was just saying I think we would have a good speech because we're good at what we do.
You would be talking.
I know that. So,
I'd just be like, thank you. Put in a lot of work. Thanks.
dude, you would do some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then you'd be
Why
like,
would I be anybody who I'm not?
I know, but still, like, isn't it like an honor to receive an award? Like a real award, not like some, like, oh, hey, you got second place.
Yeah, it's
Timmy.
an honor, but I don't know, bro. That's not being creative to me. Like, the creative part is doing the thing, like doing stand up, doing this. Like, if I'm not like the awards are just someone else, another group of people getting together and saying, okay, hey, these guys have been doing exceptional work. Let's give them something. Let's acknowledge this. Okay, thank you. Guess what? I know I've been doing exceptional work because I don't want to do anything less. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you. We already knew what we was capable of. It took y'all fucking 18 years to figure it out.
Oh, God, I hope it doesn't take that long because we're not even halfway
I'm
there
just
yet.
saying. Whatever it takes. It took y'all that long to figure it out. Thank you. Peace.
And
That's my speech.
And that's when you hit the button with the little.
And then,
toilet.
and then you can do your fucking 18-hour fucking
It's
whatever.
It's not going to be an 18-hour speech. It's maybe 5 minutes. Nah, not even 5 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 5 minutes is a long time. At least I would think it would be a long time, especially when you're talking.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
You say a 5-minute speech?
Yeah. So I said here, let me take that back, and then I said here 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
That's still long.
2 minutes.
Have you watched an award show?
I have. Okay, here, give me a minute. If
It might give you a minute.
All right, that's cool. But
Wait, hold on. Now we gotta say. Now I need to know what you would say. Say we got an Emmy for best internet show. Like that's not. I don't even know if that's an award yet. But this is technically TV. This is internet
we're
television.
on TV. Yeah.
Yeah, this is internet television.
Fuck yeah.
So we won an Emmy for best internet television show.
Well, I would have to feel it in the moment, but
Oh,
I think I would say something along the lines of.
Don't look at me. Look at the camera.
First and foremost, I would like to thank my peers and my colleagues. My colleagues, first and foremost, Jared Lee.
Hold on. No, I'm your colleague, not your peer.
Yeah, and then I said my colleague, Jared Lee.
Okay. Now, who are your peers?
I don't know, just the people in the audience, my peers.
Those aren't your peers.
They're competitors. They're evil people.
The people in the audience, bro.
Burn them.
You're going up against other television shows.
Yeah, so isn't it like
Those aren't your peers.
Okay, then the contestants of evil.
Man, fuck them. Why are you thanking them for?
What-
They didn't have nothing to contribute to this.
I am now giving my speech.
Okay, go ahead. Give your speech.
So
I'm gonna edit your speech before we go on stage, by the way.
yeah, no, that's okay. Don't worry, because I'm gonna shoot from the hip.
Just
Bang,
like
bang.
I edit the description every week.
Hey, first of all, I put a lot of passion into that. All right,
I don't think so.
I do.
I don't believe you.
You should.
That one you sent me a couple weeks ago, I was like, what the fuck is this? And it was all in caps. I'm like, what are we yelling at people for?
No, it's to emphasize.
That's not emphasizing, that's yelling on the internet.
It's emphasizing.
No. When you put all caps, that's yelling on the internet. This is like Internet 101, Chat Room 101 from 1996.
And as you can tell, my colleague, Jared Lee, has always been supportive of me and my flaws. Throughout time, we have continued to push perseverance to the next level. with the Mad Scientist Lab podcast with Jared, Lee, and RJ. And on this prestigious evening, we are here proudly to accept this award that is shaped like a giant Texas pencil. I'm not going to slam it because Jared would tell me not to. But I'm going to tell all of you that you should remain loyal to the Mad Scientist Lab. Scientists out. Oh, come on. That was good.
That was horrible.
It was not horrible.
You're trying to play it up like you're on the radio. These motherfuckers, they want to see the real you, not the fucking guy who introduces the Mad Scientist Lab with Jared, Lee, and RJ.
Okay, well, when we get to that point, then you will see my speech. And I'm not going to show it to you because it's going to be good.
Oh, no, you're going to have to show it to me.
I can't show you anything because you're going to tell me it's terrible.
Speaking of, you know what I watched last night? And I was trying to find the original episode, but there's this movie that came out called Saturday Night.
All right.
It's basically about the first 90 minutes of the first episode before the first episode of Saturday Night Live went live.
Oh, well, my mom was telling me about this.
It was interesting, and I wanted, after watching it, I wanted to go in to see the I couldn't find it though online. It's on Peacock though. I don't have Peacock. But shit, this is why I needed a tissue. I want to see what happened. It was an interesting movie. But I was going back to what I was saying, like Lorne Michaels, because you learn a lot about Lorne Michaels, because we always know him as just like the executive producer, like he's just like the boss. But he put everything on the line on that one Saturday night for that spot. Because if you see the movie, it was either the execs were going to either let him go live with the first show, gas, or they're going to bump him and put a pre-recorded episode of Johnny Carson on.
Ooh.
And they basically wanted him to fail because they said they were making more money just replaying Johnny Carson and this, that, and everything. And I think like he even gets a call from Johnny Carson like during this hour and a half. So it's a pretty interesting show. And you get to see Chevy Chase, and like you start to see like why everybody always thought he was a dick. Like he just, that's who he has always been. You know, like Garrett Morrison is in it. It's pretty interesting show.
No, actually,
movie. I should say.
Well, I think that's cool that they did something like that because Saturday Night Live is a big part of
don't say American culture.
No. I wasn't going to say that. Just TV cinema, like there's TV in general.
Yeah.
Like,
But there was a time it didn't exist.
Yeah, and
it changed. It changed how TV was done, basically, because everything back then was variety shows. I mean, and Saturday Night Live was a variety show, but if you watch the movie, he tells you about the premise behind why he created the show the way he did. And I don't want to give it away for anybody who wants to see the movie, but I never thought about it that way until I heard the actor say that. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty cool.
I think you're fucking phenomenally intelligent.
No, I just
want to make this
watched it and think about it.
I know. I was just kidding.
The fuck?
I just wanted to be super awkward there for a moment, folks. But do you know what's awkward? When you're leaving your house and Jehovah's Witness approaches you.
Oh, God.
Jesus. I mean, not literally, figuratively, obviously. But, Jared, I know you were on the way to the show, but you were unfortunately stopped by people who will come and knock on your door.
They didn't knock on my door.
Oh, I'll be waiting for you.
No, so RJ is alluding to, like, horribly alluding to. So I was on my way over here to do the show, and I'm walking out of the door, and these Jehovah's Witnesses are like knocking on the door, and I even go so far as to put tape over my peephole because I know it's harder to see like outside in, but you could probably see something, or there might be some kind of mechanism that reverses that shit or whatever.
Yeah.
So I put tape over that shit. So like I know these motherfuckers are outside. They knock a couple times, and I'm just like, all right, but whatever. And then, so I let them leave, and then my neighbor from kind of across the way walks up with his son, and they're walking toward their part. I see them through the patio door. And then, so I'm like, I'm at the door with my shit, ready to go outside. And I hear them in the hallway talking, and I open the thing, and I'm like, I can see it, the conversation and everything. And I'm like, yep. All right, you guys are gone. Boom. They shut their door. They walk off. They walk the opposite direction. So I go out. All right, coast is clear. They're going to walk the other direction. I don't know if these motherfuckers are bloodhounds or some shit, but I'd lock my door, shut the door, lock the door, and they're walking back my direction as I'm walking toward the trash can. I'm like, these motherfuckers. And then they're walking side by side in step like they're in the military or some shit. And I'm like, are these motherfuckers trying to attack me or something?
Dude, it's creepy, isn't it?
It's so creepy. And they were like, hey, what's going on, man? I'm like, hey, what's up? I know what's going on. And they were like, oh, yeah, just trying to get people to go to church. I'm like, well, good luck. And I hear them chuckle. Because, like, it was like, they knew how I said it, how it was coming out. I was like, well, good luck.
Yeah.
And I keep walking, throw my shit in the trash can. Like, well, you have a blessed day. And they're still trying to fucking get me to fucking interact with them.
Yeah.
And I'm just walking away. They're happy. Well, like, God bless you. I'm like, oh, this one. No, you know what? Let God has already blessed me. You see this beautiful car that I'm walking to? Yeah, I'm blessed. Don't worry about it, brother. He's already blessed me.
Dude. They're like, it takes a certain type of individual to want to do something like that. And I'm not talking about believing in what you believe in.
Oh, they're born into that shit, bro.
But just understandable, and it's fine. But to be like, hey, we're going to go out and we're going to knock on people's doors and we're going to convert their religion right here in the hallway. Like, it's just
I want to know what the ratio is
of success.
Yeah.
Dude, I wonder if that's his thing. Can we look that up maybe?
I could try to look it up.
Are we like wrong for looking this up?
Why? What?
I don't know. It just feels dirty.
No, it doesn't. You're See, this is how you know you're not a comedian.
No.
This is research because this is about to be a bit.
All right, so we're looking up for those that are just joining us.
You don't have to tell them. Like they already heard what we're looking at.
No, well, but if somebody was like joining us like audio wise, but what they could be listening, and I want them to continue to listen.
We still spelled it wrong.
It's J-E.
I know. Shut up.
We were looking at how to spell the word Jehovah earlier because we don't know what's going on anymore. Oh, sex rules.
What?
When you type
what? You of course, bro, that is the last thing. You know what?
No, it was the very top one. It was the very top one.
No, it's at the bottom.
No, I know it is now, but when you first typed S, that was the first. That's how I saw it. Okay. I didn't look at the bottom. It was at the top.
Sure, pal.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm a child. And here we go. Let's look that up. How often are Jehovah's Witnesses successful in?
Continue.
I can't see the rest of it.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to do two things at once here.
My apologies. Does it look like 30.4%?
Where do you see that?
That's education. Okay, I'm reading.
And converting. We need to put it in success rate. And convert. What's up with this mic today?
Let's see. 65%? Is that right?
That is not fucking no.
There is no way, dude. According to Wikipedia, 65% of adult Jehovah's Witnesses in the United States are converts. In 2003, the Watchtower Society reported that Jehovah's Witnesses baptized around 270,000 new members. 65% of what, though? Like, America?
I don't know.
That can't be right.
To become a Jehovah's Witness, individuals must complete a Bible study Bible study course that usually takes place in their home over several months. A bunch of weird homeschool motherfuckers.
Dude, like with weird haircuts and shit, dude.
No, they had normal haircuts.
I don't know, dude. You never had like
but
a
they
weird
had
haircut?
matching ties and all that other shit though.
Oh, dude, matching ties.
They were like just trying to. I was like, hey, what's up? They were like, oh yeah, just trying to get people to go to church. Like, well, good luck with that. Not good luck with that. I just said good luck because you're not making me go, bitch.
And that's when you turn around and give him the sinful eyes, Jared. And
I almost did. I wanted. No, I wanted to be.
I'm sorry.
I wanted to do the.
I could see you doing that.
I wanted to be like. It was like, no, I worship Satan. That's what I wanted to say. Next time it happens, I'm definitely gonna say that,
dude.
Like,
especially if it's the same guys, bro.
Like, I worship Satan. Look them dead in their eye with a dead eye. Like, I worship
Are you gonna
Satan.
be able? Are you gonna be able to keep a straight face?
Oh yeah.
Don't do it around me, bro.
I used to do theater class, bro. What are you talking about?
Oh my god, dude.
You know how many times? And I'm a fighter. Like, you know how many times we have to stare in somebody else's eyes
I know, but dude,
without blinking, and I fucking just give them the dead face? Like,
I would die, bro. I would die of laughter.
I believe in Satan.
Dude.
Won't you come join me in our church? Would you like the mark of the beast? I have a stamp right in my car in my apartment. Come on in.
Oh my god, that reminds me of one time my boss was arguing with somebody who's like, well, if you're looking on the internet, he was like, the internet tells you that aliens are real and cats can fly.
Oh yeah,
I was fucking dying.
It's
bro.
true.
It is true.
You could find somewhere where it'll say that.
Oh, it was fucking killing me, dude, because it's such a correct answer, but I just wasn't expecting him to say that, and I was fucking dying, bro. Oh,
You know
my
the
God.
other crazy part?
What is that?
We're using Google, but you know that they can suppress certain things too. So if they don't want a certain whatever going out, they can be like, we'll just suppress this a little bit. So even though like everybody uses Google as the end all be all of information, it's not always the full truth of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, that's such a high number. I'm just
65 is crazy.
yeah, that is.
There's no way.
I'm honestly shocked at that number.
There's no way.
Honestly,
You know what? Maybe because they usually go to. First of all, my neighborhood is predominantly black.
Mhm.
Nigga, you ain't converting too many of us because we look at like Jesus is the true Lord. You
I can't say things like that.
can say that part. You just can't say the end part.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly.
But we're like Jehovah. You've seen Friday. It's always, Are you ready for Jehovah's return? I mean, it might be some black Jehovah's Witnesses. I don't know. I actually know I have heard. I don't remember who it was, but I have heard someone know a black person.
I wonder. It's crazy because what I was gonna say, dude. Imagine. I just want to know what's going through somebody's mind when somebody knocks on their door, a complete stranger, and they just immediately are like, "Yes, this is the path I want to take in life." Like it's just, it's mind-boggling. Maybe we're like naive. I'm sure we are. But either you've got to be in really bad shape, which, you know, I'm sure we've all been there at some point in life, and then that's okay. That happens. But, you know, maybe it's sometimes the knock on the door is what your prayers are answered kind of thing. But I just have a hard time believing that number, dude.
I was just looking up the difference between Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons. I know Mormons are fucking nuts.
I knew a Mormon in high school.
I knew a few Mormons. I knew a couple Mormons in the Marine Corps, and they were all a little weird.
The one guy, I mean, well, we were in high school, so I think we're all a little weird in school, trying to figure out who we are and stuff like that. He was cool. I was always, you know, he was in like one or two of my classes. I didn't talk to him too much, but he was a wrestler. He was an athlete and stuff. But I just remember people used to kind of like tease or tease and pick on him a little bit and stuff like that.
Never mind. I'm not going to say what I want to say. First of all, no, I'm going to leave it.
I could be completely wrong, too.
I think I've been seeing these videos. I don't know how much satire it is, But I've been seeing these videos on interviews on the campus of BYU,
Yeah.
which is Brigham Young University.
Yeah.
Basically a Mormon college. And some of the shit, they'll be like, would you rather drink alcohol or coffee? Or, no, wait. It's some weird questions. And, like, some shit they can't do. Like basically they can't drink coffee or whatever. I guess maybe because of caffeine and a drug. I don't know. They're some weirdos.
Well, you could drink
Mormons,
decaffeinated.
aren't they especially settled? Yeah, it started here. It started in the United States. There's a good show that I didn't know it until I didn't know the history of Mormons until I saw this show. I think it was AME called Hell on Wheels.
Yeah, no, I've watched it.
It was about the train, loosely based on history, not specific events, but like the history of the railroad in the United States. And toward the later seasons, this is when you start to see the Mormons like kind of become a thing. And it's very interesting. Once I learned, I was like, oh, these motherfuckers is crazy for real. And a lot of it's built out of racism. Check out Hell on Wheels. It's not exact history, but it tells you the whole history of the railroad and how like all these entrepreneurs started and how there was black people that worked on it, there was Irish people that worked on it, and then Chinese came in later. So it's a pretty interesting show, and it tells you it's basically an American history kind of show.
Well, I mean, we got a lot out of that. Who thought Jehovah's Witness would have brought such a excellent segment to the
Real
Mad
life.
Scientist? Yeah,
Real life.
The segment to the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. But speaking of history, something I don't think we had a chance to talk about in the last few weeks, and if we did, I forgot. But I know you're a big avid fan of Ghost of Tsushima, and they have announced the. I know I'm
Say
butchering.
that one more time.
No, I can't. It's like I can't say it. I'm not gonna do it again.
I really need a tissue.
What I was gonna say is, just drink more. It'll go away.
No, it's because it's draining and I can't talk.
You sound fine.
I don't.
What I was gonna say is that they're coming out with a sequel, and I have to play this game because I haven't played it yet. I still have it downloaded, but I thought you would be really excited for that.
No, I am. I got to finish the first one because it's a pretty big game. It's a long game, especially with all the side missions and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, bro. You're not wasting your time. You're losing time. I mean, much like I am with Last of Us 2, but you're losing time because that's a big game and there's a lot of shit to get. So if you want to accomplish everything like your OCD ass always has to, you better get on it now.
No, don't worry. I mean, I've got.
Don't worry, I'll get on it.
Well,
But I'll be playing Diablo 4 again today.
because it's awesome. So the Diablo 4 expansion came out. What is it? Vessel of Hatred. You get a new class for Diablo players out there. The Spiritborn character, super powerful. Played through the campaign yesterday. Really enjoyed it. Building my class. There's so much new shit in it to build your character. I'm having a blast with it. But another thing is here in the next maybe 2 weeks, 2 Saturdays from now, we are going to be streaming Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
You're going to be streaming it.
We, as in Richard, who is not me because I don't know anybody by that name, but we are going to be playing. I am going to be streaming
Thank you. Because
Call
I
of
have
Duty
my own stream.
Black Ops 6. I am super pumped. Comes out on October 25th. So in the meantime, I decided, hey, you know what? Let me kind of get back into the groove of things, get my bearings straight, old man dope, brushing it off.
Warzone is not the same thing, by the way.
I know, but I'm having a super blast playing Resurgence ranked mode in Warzone.
You losers were probably like off the grid. That just came out or is about to come out.
Off the grid. I'm assuming it's a BR?
Yes.
Okay.
Why don't you say what it is for people who don't know what that is?
Oh, Battle Royale.
Yeah.
But I've been having a lot of fun with it, and there's so much things that I forgot that game did right because for a while it was like filled with cheaters and just all sorts of shit, and I'm playing other stuff. But it just reminds me of how fun and easy to pick up Call of Duty is, even after a couple games, getting the hang of things and whatnot. I've just been having a ton of fun with it, and I'm so pumped for Black Ops 6. We are going for maximum prestige this year, all right? Haven't done it in a few years, but we are going all the way. You know what they used to call me back in the day, Jared? The prestige mode icon.
I know what they called you back in the day.
Icon. All right? Very much so. I am one.
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
It is not because I am gay, because I'm not. It's because prestige mode, icon.
The soundboard says different.
Well, it is a very holy, sacred thing on this show.
Gay!
Look, you're going to enjoy my streams. You're going to watch me amass millions of views. We're going to get rich, and then we're going to leave the country.
Why would you leave the country?
I mean, just for maybe a week or two.
A week? Motherfucker, you don't know how to travel there.
Well,
if you got money, then you're not going to go for a week.
Well, I don't know. Like, what if I wanted to go here?
10 days to 2 weeks, because especially you go to Japan or some shit. 1 week, it's going to take you a week just to recover from the jet lag.
All right, so we need a month. All right, so we're going to be gone for a month. There we go.
Yeah.
Then we can go see the Eiffel Tower, and then we can see the Great Wall of China.
I have no interest to go to France.
We could get on a boat in one of those little things.
Maybe some of the other places like Saint-Tropez or some shit, or Monaco, which is a different country.
That one I know. The first one I don't.
Saint-Tropez is an island off the coast of France. Monaco is a country of its own, but it's basically France. The F1, there's an F1 race there every year.
Yeah, no, that's why I know what that is.
Yeah.
Because I'm smart. Geographical knowledge that I possess is unheard of. No, and then after we're done with our trip, we could come back and then we could do more podcasts. Yeah.
Or we could do podcasts on the road.
Oh, that would be so fucking cool, bro. Dude, we need an RV. We need an RV.
You're not gonna get an RV if you're traveling overseas.
Well, I just meant in general.
What always just get a room in Monaco overlooking the water, get a couple cameras, couple lights, fucking computer in this thing. We're good to go.
Dude, the Mad Scientist Lab
Okay,
across the globe.
Relax, because you got to get there first.
We do.
No, you're the one that says you're gonna make all this money streaming.
I am.
When you don't even answer your chat.
There's been things happening. I've fully completed Star Wars Outlaws because I am a god. And then I fully completed Final Fantasy 1 because I am a god.
Is any of these games that anybody cares about?
I am happy that they're done because my list is getting this much smaller. And when it's finished, I'm going to fucking cry.
You're just going to find something else to fucking inject into your veins. That's it. It's a habit. You're an addict. You're an addict.
I am an addict. God. What do I do?
Get help. I told you plenty of times.
We don't need help.
You need plenty of it.
Maybe. But
Great Scott!
I encourage everybody to, if you can, check out the Diablo expansion if you do play it. And I am super pumped for Black Ops. And then we're going to have Metal Gear. Oh, we got all sorts of cool shit coming up, bro.
Oh, yeah. Epic just said that. He was like, it'll never be completed because of Gears.
Hey, I'm working on it. Dude, it is the craziest game I have ever played. I lied. I know Epic is listening. Is Ghost Chip still in the building by any chance?
I don't know.
Even if he's not, they told me. They asked me a question. They said, what is the hardest and craziest game you've ever completed? And I told them initially it was Red Dead Redemption 2, even though I still have one achievement left. It's taken me the most time. However, after attempting Gears 5, I lied.
Yep.
I lied.
Londa said it right as usual. You can also encourage people to like your stream and follow by reading your comments.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
No, bro, shut up.
It's
Just
not,
shut up.
It's not a bad idea.
No, I know it's not a bad idea. The problem is you don't execute.
I will.
He moves one away and puts one back in the frame.
It's crazy. It's like it's like we're playing chess.
Oh, he's got homecoming tonight.
Ooh, Londa? Oh, Ghost Chips.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Oh, I know. Did you let him drive your truck? I would have let him pull up in the truck. Be like, yeah, this is my homecoming. And then he could have pulled up with like Stone Cold's music playing and like.
Yep. Say one thing and do the other. Or don't do it all.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Man. Working on it don't mean shit.
I am a methodical madman.
I'm working on not talking shit to you all the time.
Oh.
Doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
Well, you know what, Jared? That's great. It's crazy. I am going to roll out a list. You know what? We're going to call something. We're going to take bullet points. What are those little things? Note cards, flashcards. Yeah, we want to make flashcards. I'm going to make flashcards with information for when we're having a bad day, that if you're about to enrage or engage in insulting me, I can hold up a flashcard that says love and peace. And then that will refrain.
Oh, no, it's going to make me more angry.
And then you will profess your love to the mad scientist lab world about.
Right. Londa highlighted a message.
Oh, nice.
I have a question for you guys. Do you experience, how did you guys experience dating in your 30s compared to your 20s? I don't know, man. I was in the military in my 20s. I don't know how to explain that one. It's rough these days, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And it's not because of my age. I think it's just because of the times that we're in. There's so many options, like, especially in America, women have choices now.
You ain't shit. All right.
Like, there's I'm going to get in trouble. The feminist movement killed dating. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, so when I was in my 20s, I would typically just meet chicks in bars. And then I liked a couple people, and they were really nice. That didn't work out. Then I met some more chicks in bars, and then that was in my 20s.
Well, that was probably your problem. I've noticed any chicks that I've met in bars end up being fucking ass. Because basically, if I'm meeting them in the bar, that means inherently.
Well, I didn't date these.
Hold
girls.
on. Yeah, you did. Not all of them, but yeah, you did. Any chicks you meet in the bar, I like to drink, but that means they also like to drink. But that means we both have a problem.
Hey, birds of a feather.
Nah, well, yeah. Yeah, I guess if you want to use a cliche, then fine. But or you could just say both have a problem. The reality of it is we both have a problem. And then what happens is when one person's emotions become too much and then you add alcohol into it, then things happen.
Things do happen, don't do it.
And then one person's angry, the other person's angry, and it's like now there's a whole fucking problem. Then some people, I don't know, man. It's rough out there, bro.
Yeah, and then in my 30s, yeah, I agree with Jared. It's rough out there. I don't even really care to.
Most of the chicks, by the time, don't even think about your 40s. Ooh, but most of the chicks
moving on up
in your 30s have already have kids or have been married at least once. In your 40s, good luck. They may have been married twice.
Oh, my God. Again.
And sometimes they may have gotten married a third time.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking dumbass. Anyway, if it didn't work the first two times, I doubt the third time's the charm, bro. That's not how this works for real.
You know, I used to believe in fairy tales when I was a kid.
Well, some people still
That's
do.
why I like the video games.
Some people still believe in fairy tales.
Sometimes I smoke fairy tales.
I don't know, man. It may depend on the region. Like, Epic, like you're in a different part of the country. Women may be a little different.
Different.
Stop.
What? I'm listening.
And it's just me, bro. I'm just spewing off the top of my head. Don't take this for fucking gospel. I'm not no relationship expert. I'm just telling you from my point of view. I'll put it this way. I have had better luck outside of this area as far as women go, especially them being nicer, caring, and supportive. And I'll be real with that. And a lot of those, the ones that are outside of this area, I'll admit, I fucked those up. I was young, dumb. That was 20s. Yeah, mostly 20s. And in the 30s, I was focused on school, martial arts. Didn't give a fuck about really too much until toward the end. Then 40s, I'm in the middle of it, so it is what it is. I'm just like, if you like me, I'm down, but you still got to be cool. You still got to be caring, kind, and supportive. You know, it's just that sums it up.
And thank you for joining us for this dating podcast.
No.
Yeah,
What do you mean? What do you mean? Is that the feminist movement in America? Oh, wait. What are you saying? Is the feminist movement in America that crazy? I'll say again. I think has a lot to do with this area. This area it's all about. I don't want to say status. It's not so much status, because this is a very political town. So it's not so much status. It's like the first question a lot of people ask in this area. This is the easiest way to sum it up. What do you do is the first question. And usually when you meet someone new, the question is, what do you do? Like, bitch, hi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's all.
Maybe it's an ego thing.
I mean, that's part of it. It's
Yeah.
like I know this person that's this high. I mean, I guess that could be status, but
Yeah.
I'm connected to this person. I work for a senator, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. That nigga,
Fuck you and your senator.
if I punch him in his nose, he'll bleed just like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never subscribed to this thing. And I think a lot of that shit comes from England.
My God.
I've been watching a lot of English shit. What was I watching today? I was watching Enola Holmes, the first one. I just, for some reason, just wanted to watch it. And they were talking, and it was like the status, and like everybody has to be put into these classes, and it's like either you're this, and you're this, and you're this, and that's it. And the whole movie is about basically women trying to get the right to vote in England. And there were so many people opposed to it. It was like half and half when they voted on it, and it was all about her trying to save this kid's life because he was the next lord.
The Lord.
And he was of that particular family, and he was going to be the deciding vote. And then everybody knew where he was going to vote because he was a child of his father, and that's why his father got knocked off. Enola Holmes is a very in-depth movie. If you go back and watch it, it's on Netflix. Very in-depth movie. It has Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes is her older. You never saw it?
No.
Bro, you don't watch nothing. Anyway, so Enola Holmes, Millie Bobby Brown, is this younger sister of two brothers, Mycroft Holmes and Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock is younger. Go check it out. But anyway, I think a lot of that has been transferred here. That's why the Senate is like, oh, I'm this bigger person than you just because I'm elected to this position. Like, no, motherfucker. Remember, we elected you to that position. So you need to recognize. And I think that's what's been gotten forgotten in government today. That's why you should vote for Jared Lee 2024.
You know, when you want to talk about making America better, I don't even want to say great. You need to make it excellent. And when I mean excellent, the excellente.
Yeah, exactly, Londa.
Supreme fajita that Jared Lee is. His campaign trail will not only start here in the nation's capital. It's going to span across the country, all the way to Iowa, Washington, Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the same place. My bad.
Say, what?
But remember, California,
Hey,
Los
question for you.
Angeles.
What's the capital? What's the capital of Nevada?
Carson City. Oh, wait, no, that's a city. Hold on.
Wow.
No, Carson City is a city. You know, I was
Actually,
watching.
I think you're right. I was going to say Reno.
I think it might be Carson City.
Carson City, maybe. You might
I
be
can't
right.
believe I know something. Rejoice. And as I rejoice, you should rejoice with us by hitting that like button, that subscribe, that share button. Let your family know. Let your friends know. Hey, Epic, thanks for letting your bartender know that says I'm a softhead and that I'm slightly cute.
Ding, 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 ding.
I-
RJ finally got something right.
Oh, my God, dude. I can't believe it. Yeah, well.
I'm not going to let you have it all.
Well, I feel like such a man right now. It's crazy.
Okay, Londa, we know you can Google fucking what the capital of, but everybody thinks it's either Reno or Las Vegas because those are like the famous places.
Well, do you know why I know that? Because of Con Air.
Oh,
Yeah,
makes
it's
sense.
crazy as fuck. As that the only
All right,
reason
I didn't
know-
want you to. I didn't want you to come to Con Air. We're not talking about Nicolas Cage. And his one good movie.
He's got multiple good movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's Nicolas Cage. Come on,
Name another one.
Face Off. He's got
Okay, that's Travolta's movie.
no.
Travolta's movie.
No.
Travolta was clearly better in that than he was.
I mean, it's John Travolta.
Okay,
I mean,
exactly.
it's
So it's
Saturday Night
Travolta's
Fever. I mean, the guy wears fucking disco pants. I mean, I think you'd be winning if you were doing that. Maybe that's
He was
what
also in Grease.
I know this as well, dude. Maybe we should be John Travolta for Halloween.
What
dude.
the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know.
You won't cut your beard. You need to cut your beard for all this shit.
I know it's terrible. I don't want to do it.
Why don't you find something? Oh my god, you're the worst. You know what? I'm just gonna be whatever the fuck I want to be.
I'm gonna be Big Boss. I'm gonna get an eye patch and a bandana.
Who is that?
This Big Boss, Solid Snake. Come on, man.
Whack,
Metal Gear.
whack.
It can't be.
Everybody's gonna be like, who the fuck are you?
That's what they say to me anyway, Jared.
You're not wrong.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, you should be Harley Quinn
Oh man.
since you have the hammer already.
I'm not gonna be Harley Quinn, Mr. J.
I thought about it the other day. I was like, Harley Quinn as a guy, it would be a different. So then you'd have to turn the Joker into a girl. That'd be a nice little twist. Like it'd be like a different reality, like a different timeline of the DC universe.
That would fucking trip me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like the new Joker movie that nobody should go watch because it's awful. Because I read
How do
it.
you know?
Because I just know it is. I just know it. You know it too.
You need to stop reading reviews.
I didn't read anything. I just know it's awful. I just know it.
You read something. You read headlines. Every time one came up, you saw it and you read it. I know.
I don't care, Jared. My source
That's
of
how.
information
That's how. Every time you
is
get
so sacred.
no. Every time you get to like when something big is coming out, you read all the reviews.
I don't.
Yeah, you do, or you at least read the headlines, which makes it even worse. I ignore that shit. I don't. I try not to watch trailers. I try because I don't want none of these other motherfuckers who are probably critics who probably don't know what the fuck they're talking about
Some don't. I agree.
to influence my opinion of the movie. Yeah, you're a fucking addict.
I'm a drug addict.
No, you're a social media addict.
No, I'm not. Oh, God. No, I know people that have that problem.
Oh, here's a good idea. I know he won't follow through though, Londa. If RJ does not read his comments, the next streams, then he has to buy me a burger. And you can do that. Like you can get one of those. I don't know. Maybe you can send him some Cash App to buy him a burger.
Buy him a burger. All right.
But I bet you won't. You probably won't even if you don't read the comments, you probably won't buy him a burger.
I will do what I can to find a way to buy him a burger. I have no problem.
He'll give you his info. He did what? He did just get a raise, so that could be a thing. What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about yeah, that's kind of personal.
Still working on it.
I should have known that. Got a little excited there, buddy.
I am great.
Wait, let me ask you this. How were you on at like 5 o'clock this entire week?
Because I've been home.
You've been home all week?
Yeah. It was off. I had to do a meditation segment. And that was what I was going to talk about was my workout regime.
Okay, go ahead.
So I got up almost pretty much 2 days, almost 3. Got up early.
Almost and working out.
Yeah.
Does not count.
I got it. But it came down, went out for a walk, did some stretches, lifted, did some more stretches, lifted some more, and I ate good. And then I was doing a bunch of other random shit with my mom. And then I started streaming, and I was able to get a lot done because I had to rest my brain because my job drives me crazy. And that's what I did.
He ain't got no push-ups, bro. He ain't got no push-ups.
I am preparing for the inevitable.
Yeah, okay. I can tell you right now that challenge is not gonna happen.
I'm gonna beat you.
Okay.
Do you hear that, folks? I'm lying to all of you here, live on television.
Yeah, you're gonna beat me with 35 pounds of
pure
bench
fucking
press.
Fury. Yeah,
bench press weight.
Look at this.
Look, I'm looking at it, guys.
Can't even lift my arms because they're so
10.
big.
How much is that bar?
It's 55 pounds total, probably.
That bar is not 45.
Yeah, it's 35. So you got 10, that's 45, and the other pound. That's 55.
Oh my God.
You see this?
Not looking good for you, buddy.
I feel like Hulk Hogan.
Okay,
over
so
here.
you say you were going to talk about what you did. What did you do?
Oh, I did a lot of stretches for my lower back. Hold on. You were asking
So you
me.
did yoga. You didn't work out.
I did work out. I used my bench. And then I used my dumbbells and I used them for my legs and all that other stuff.
What dumbbells?
I have dumbbells upstairs.
Okay, guy.
I do.
Use them for your legs. How?
Well, no, I meant these weights because I can put them, even though it's lightweight, I can do a lot of them. I can add them to this. It's to help stretch my calves
So you try.
and my hamstrings.
That's not how you stretch your calves.
Well, just stretch my legs in general.
That's not how you stretch your legs.
I was stretching them.
Jesus.
Physical specimen.
This is how I know you're not an athlete. You've played basketball. Have you ever done any organized sports?
Yeah, basketball.
What, SYC?
Yeah. And then I played
How many seasons?
2. And then I did intramural.
At which age? No, intramurals doesn't count.
Oh, and then I would say 9 and 10.
9 and 10 years old.
Yeah. That was a long time ago. I know. Don't remind me. Jesus.
Jeez Louise. He's not an athlete, guys. Just face it. He's not an athlete. We can tell. Look at this. That's the specimen that we're looking at here.
Stop it, you fucking dickhead. I am a handsome man. I will never let you people forget it. But something you shouldn't forget is you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Every Saturday around 6:30 p.m. live here on Twitch. And Monday at 9 a.m. sharp for the visual on YouTube. And as me and Jared like to say, thank you so very much for joining us for the 255th episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast with Jared, Lee, and RJ. And make sure that you prime your pens ready to write that name in the ballot because that election's coming up here soon there, buddy. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace. Do I look weird?
You sound weird. Shut
Do
up.
I? Oh, my God.
Shut up.
Oh.
Hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist